Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. In today's episode, we are going to be hearing the sound of pure source coming through my guest today. Dawn Crystal is here from the mountaintops of Lemuria in Maui, and she is bringing that beautiful energy and source energy through her body and her voice. And this is healing. We are going to experience an activation today and so much more. Let's welcome Dawn Crystal to Quantum Conversations. Hi, Dawn. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, aloha, everybody, and thank you so much, Loren, for having me on today's show. I am so excited and very humbly grateful to be here with everyone who took their time to show up and actually experience sound healing. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Well, thank you for being here and sharing your sound energy voice healing with us. Let's talk about you and what's going on here. What happened in your life to connect you with this energy? Tell us a little bit about your awakening.
Okay, well, I'll do my best to keep it within our time frame.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a long, humbling story, Loren. I think I've always had the gift, but of course it was hidden, as many healers would probably say. Early on in my years of doing this, I've been doing my work over 20 years full time. But early on, I grew up in a very broken family, a family that was. I grew up with no love at all, Loren, from day one. My family was basically. And again, I love them all, so please don't take this as negative. But my family was all alcoholic and drug users, and I grew up with stepbrothers. A father that I never had, he left me very young. Mom who was extreme foodaholic, depressed. So I grew up with chaos growing up, and just no love. So I early on just kind of, I guess I was always an outcast because I was just living in chaos. I didn't have the normal life like most kids had, where they could actually have some fun. Dream about their dreams and manifest what they want. I was in survival mode from day one of my life. And from there, I grew up and, never had any family support, and just kind of watched everybody kill themselves. And I mean that in a humble way. I mean, I just watched everybody just die from the drugs and alcohol. I, on the other hand, I always say I've always had a very strong soul protecting me from day one. I didn't know that, but I knew that there was many situations growing up that I could have been not here right today. A lot of accidents and a lot of things that happened to me in my life that could have taken my life. I've always been guarded, so I didn't know the big picture back then. But I left home. I left home at a very young age. I actually started working at age 9, trying to support myself because I had no one was buying me clothes. I mean, I was wearing hand-me-downs, and kids were making fun of me. From day one of growing up with my buck teeth, obviously I've had braces since then. I paid for them, but I had hand-me-downs, wearing shoes that were like 5 sizes too big for me, stuffing tissue in them, and kids making fun of me at school. I never was understood. Even in school, I was very hard. I mean, back then I was always different. I knew I ran a very different frequency because people couldn't understand me. I had a hard time learning the physical because I really feel that I was kind of on another earth plane even back then. I just felt that. It was always different, just trying to learn with my mind because I was always beyond my mind. I always, as far as I can remember, always being guided through my heart, which was really my spirit. So from then I just kind of left home at age 16. I couldn't handle the chaos anymore. Put myself through school. So there's a very positive note here. I mean, I actually was able to put myself through school, and I even put myself through travel school. I mean, I've done a lot of things on my own and learned the hard way, but it actually made me a very responsible and independent person that I am today. And then from there, I did get married. I've had 2 marriages in my life already, Loren, and they were all failed, only because I never had love, didn't even know what love was, except I was looking for it in the wrong places. So My two marriages basically just fell apart because there was no love. I didn't even know how to find love myself. So that's where my journey really started young. My first marriage was under 20, I believe. My last one was I think it was near upper 20s. I'm a lot older right now. But anyway, my last marriage, I'll just go into that. I was living on the East Coast. I'm originally from Chicago, by the way. And I had, businesses. I was actually always had, for some reason, a very good business mind. So something in me, I opened beauty businesses, and I was successful for many years on the East Coast, married, not really anything working, just kind of an empty relationship. I have no kids except I have animals, which are my children right now, my pets. So from that second marriage, even though I had everything, I had a lot of money. I had everything in the world. My marriage just wasn't working, and I just decided to leave that. And pretty much at that time, I don't know if this was an awakening or not, but something strong inside myself said, leave everything. You're done here. You know, your family. You have no family. There's no love in this marriage. You know, I got divorced. But instead of like selling everything, like I just built a brand new house. It was only a year old and had Mercedes. I had lots of money. My soul says, no, leave it all. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And back then I didn't have the trust level that I have now. So basically what I was guided to do, and it's really insane, I just gave everything in my life away except 2 bags of clothes. And I think I came back then to the Hawaiian Islands with $700. That's all I took with me. I had a one-way ticket. Didn't even know what I was going to do, where to live. I didn't know anybody. I wasn't living on Maui back then. I was actually on Oahu. I lived out of a car. The rental car that I had, I did bring some jewelry, so I was able to pawn my jewelry and actually pay for my this repo. It wasn't one of normal rent-a-car. It was one of those repo ones that you can pay for really cheap, like 10-year-old car. So somehow my spirit, this is really crazy, but my spirit showed me how to somehow keep this car so I can actually have a place to sleep. And you have to understand something here. I was not a camper, Loren. I was actually very wealthy, and I would stay at, nice Ritz-Carlton hotels, whatever. So I lived out of a car for 3 months, and, I would take baths out of public showers and go in these exotic hotels with their swimming pools and I just jump in to get cleaned off, and then I would hold a normal job. I don't even know how I even survived that. And then back then, my life was so unstable except my strong guidance. It's like my soul came through and just started guiding me. I didn't even know I had sound back then, just to let you know. I'll get into that in a minute, where the sound came from. So that is when my life started turning around, because I had nobody. My soul would not guide me to go to a church for help, because it was my choice, to leave everything, even though I thought I was absolutely crazy. So sure enough, I would go to the beach. This is where the sound started. I would start going to the beach, and just I felt the beach was safe because there was nowhere really for me to go. So I would just sit there and kind of meditate and everything, just kind of ground myself, because my energy back then was all over the place, crazy. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how many years it's been, but in the beginning it was humbling. Sounds would just start coming through me, and I was like, oh, I don't even have I didn't even know I had a music ability. I never took a day of music lessons. And these sounds would just start coming through me, and they were kind of angelic. I didn't know. I just really felt the sounds were there to really help myself and heal myself, because I really needed help back then. I didn't know I was having an awakening, to be truthful. I mean, it was just so early on, and people weren't even open to this stuff. I was just a lone wolf. So I'd make sounds, and then, Loren, people would come down the beach, and we're talking people who would never be open to holistic healing. I mean, back then, people used to look at this as weird, right? I mean, we're talking, over 15 years ago. So, actually over 20 years ago. So I would make sounds, and these people would come up to me and say, what in the world are you doing there? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just making these sounds are coming through me, and they're making me feel good. And these people are coming there saying, can I sit with you? I'm like, sure. Like, sure. And then sure enough, some people would say, wow, that's really helping me. I've had chronic anxiety and all this for years, and I feel so much better. So that kind of is where I started, just kind of making sounds at the beach. And then, of course, I moved over to Maui. Right after that, I got enough money from just people giving me money at the beach just for making sound. I flew over, and then I was doing the same when I came to Maui, because I came with a one-way ticket and nowhere to really live except a repo rent-a-car. So I did the same. I'm serious. It's so wild. And then so humbling.
The
and
princess,
back then,
yes.
I didn't even, I had nobody. Yeah, so I would just sit there like, oh my God. And then the same thing happened. I would sit at a beach at Maui, and everybody like, what the world are you doing? I'm like, I have no idea. Can I sit with you? I'm like, sure. So sure enough, the word took off in a very slow but humbling way. People used to, I don't know, got word out to a few places that I was doing sound. And one of the spas that were near a luau, not too far, was looking for somebody to come into the spa at night and do, something that she could actually bring in some extra revenue, because there was no massages then. And she was also near a luau where people would walk by her spa. So she heard of me and actually asked me, can you come in my spa and just, make some sounds? And then I used to do that. I'd go in there at night. She'd give me a massage room, and she'd put a little poster of me on the door saying, hey, come in for spa sounds. And actually, when I was doing the sounds at the beach, I used to do some readings. I don't know. I just intuitively, I just used to say stuff. So she would actually, she found out I was kind of like just giving some wisdom to people. So she called them intuitive readings back there with sound. So sure enough, people would come through the spa, and I would just start making sound. And then all of a sudden, one day I was making sound, giving someone a reading, and someone says, I got up and blew on someone's back, because I didn't know. I just felt to do it. I was very, very surrendered back then. And this lady that I was working with said, oh, my God, you just helped me with some back issue I've had. No doctor's been able to help me. I've been on all these drugs all these years, and oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God, I feel so much better. So that's where it started. And then I didn't have and then from there I got another job. There's like a vitamin shop that was in town. They used to have monthly health fairs. They used to have me come in there and just do free energy work on people. And of course I had a tip jar. So, back then I was living off the McDonald's dollar menu, which was not very pleasant for me, because I was not eating organic, that's for sure. So it was nice to get some money so I could actually eat a little bit more healthier. And then from there, over the years, that's how my word started taking off. I didn't have a website. I mean, I was never guided. I was just guided by my soul to, come out with a CD, was what I did on my own. And somehow that got on Amazon and all over the internet, and then people really started finding me from my CD of Discovered Sound Healing, which I think is part of the gift today. And from there is when my soul started guiding me to really expand myself through the internet. But, for years before that, I wasn't in my ego saying I need to get on the internet and be a healer and help people globally, which I'm doing now. But I just followed in each moment my heart and my expansion of what I needed to do next, because that's how I was really trained. Kind of hard, but I see where I'm grateful for my path of, being in this surrender for those years of just living in the moment. My soul saying, go here, go here, go here. You need to go here. Stay in the shelter. One night, don't stay in your car because you're not going to be safe. I didn't know this stuff. And then it started evolving into where I'm at today. Well, of course, I'm not in that situation anymore. I'm very well respected. And a lot of my gifts have, obviously I've been working on my gifts for years, so they're definitely fine-tuned. And now, over all the years of me doing the work, I'm definitely well noted by doctors all over the world as a pain release expert, because of my sound my sound that comes through my voice is very fine-tuned now, because I've been doing this work. I know how to run sound through people's bodies and release blockage, because I have an ability beyond sound. I can see blockage in the human body, or the human, I should say, the human energy system of the body is where our blockage happens. So I can see it, and then my sound from my voice will move the energy through the body, and some of the callers will experience that today. And also my sound will also rebalance people. So I'm known by people to rebalance the body, help people with all kinds of chronic anxiety issues, Loren, including I help people with insomnia issues, very well noted for that. And also I have people, including doctors, that come to me for teeth pain. I can really move energy rapidly through the jaws and the teeth to really get things moving after surgeries or not. When I say after surgeries, I have people who find me after their surgeries, and I can help people also with chronic inflammation and scar tissue by getting the energy moving and accelerating the healing in those areas of the body. So I do that also with my sound. So, and then, of course, I do soul readings as well. Over the years, I fine-tune my intuitive readings to call them soul readings. So when I call them soul readings, when I'm in tune with you doing my sound healing, I actually hear your soul, and your soul at that moment will tell me what you're needing as well on sound frequencies through my voice. So I don't speak words. I like what I do because I can just make sound and go right into the soul and activate certain areas of your soul that needs to be activated for our new Earth where we're at right now, and all these new frequencies that are coming to the planet. So I call them sound activations, which we'll be doing a little bit of that today in the group process as well. So I do that. I have the ability to activate the soul. So when I'm working with a person, I'm listening to in a physical level of what you're needing. I'm also scanning, and I'm also listening to your higher self, which I call it your soul, is asking for if it's crown chakra activations, third eye activations, or heart activations, or whatever you need. I just kind of give it to your soul with a sound. I call myself a messenger from source, and I just deliver that obviously with a humble heart. So it's a lot going on in my work, and even with me working with callers only like a few minutes at a time, I can activate a lot of stuff, a lot of energy with people beyond what they know, but it's for their highest good. And I only do energy work which you're ready for. I respect your soul, and I also respect what your next step is. So I don't go beyond your soul of what they're asking, because we all have, we need to learn whatever we need to learn, our wisdom. So I don't take anything away from somebody of any learnings or anything you need to learn on your journey, because that's what we're here in physical form, is to learn, and grow. So I'm always aware of that, what your soul's asking and how much I can clear. But I can tell you, the pain release that I do is immediate on people. When I move energy, we're like, I just call it like the drain, in the sink, it gets clogged. You kind of pour a little bit of something in there to get things moving. Well, what I do is I see blockage in the body, and I just know how to, with the frequencies that come through my voice, how to move that energy so it moves. Now, I do work also chronically with people with all kinds of chronic pain that are beyond the physical issue. I'm talking about hereditary and ancestral energy. So that's a little bit deeper work that I do, Loren, that I do in my private sessions. Because if it's something that was not caused from, say, for a physical injury, sometimes I've had people come to me with chronic back pain, best shape ever, and they just have pain, and then I've kind of worked with them for, I call it even a 30-minute session. I can find it and release it and clear that blockage or whatever that ancestral energy is, okay, inherited or whatever it is from past lives. So I do have that ability to do that work as well. That takes me, a little bit longer to do that, but that's usually like in 30 minutes. That's a normal session for me. But that's a lot I can do in a very short period of time. And everybody that I work with, Loren, has different, even though my sounds may sound the same. Today is going to be a group collective, so everybody will be receiving the energy frequencies on the call today and also on the replay. So Source already knows who's here now. Source Energy also knows who's going to be listening to this replay in the future. So this will be universal. But individual callers, if I work with them today, these sounds will be coming through me directly as a gift. And I'll be giving them the frequencies that they're needing at that moment. So it's, it may sound the same, but actually in reality I'm bringing in different frequencies, especially when I'm going to be doing some work on individual people today. Okay? So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I just have to say thank you for following your heart. That took a lot of bravery back then. Yes, indeed, that was your awakening, sister. That was it. And you listened and you did it. You put one foot in front of the other and did something that sounded kind of crazy to the ego mind, but you did surrender, and definitely you listened. And that is honorable and admirable. I know so many are stepping into this now as we create new earth. This is of utmost importance. In fact, this is the magic key, living through our heart and listening to that inner voice and connecting to source. So it's beautiful that you do personal sessions with people. We're so honored that you have availability in your schedule to give our listeners personal sessions. We do have some individuals that we can take some calls with from our listeners today. But on this group process, just listening to you, it almost felt as if your voice was already bringing through some of these energies. So let's go ahead and have you bring forth some of these sounds so we can hear what that's like.
Okay, do you want me just to jump into a group process? And I wanted to explain a little bit how I do it.
Yes,
it's actually, I'm going to go into putting, we can put our attention on different chakras, and I'll activate those for everybody. But instead of going up the body in the chakras, we're going to go down, because one of my gifts I have is actually grounding our soul in our physical form. So when I work with callers today as well, I'm going to have everybody feel their feet. Everyone's going to feel a lot more solid in their feet, because that's actually what I'm doing, is bringing your soul into the body and grounding your soul into your physical body to planet Earth, because as you probably heard with other people, a lot of times our soul lives above our head, depending on our circumstance and how much fear or vibration, different vibrations we're running in the body don't always line up to our spirit living in our body 24 hours a day. So in my individual sessions or group sessions, I always like to ground our spirit or our soul or whatever you want to believe, God energy, life force energy, whatever you believe is fine. But I ground it into our feet because that's actually where our bodies, because I'm all about empowering people as well. It's really how our bodies or your soul can actually take over and actually start healing the body. Of course, it needs help at times. That's what I come in for to help clear some of the blockage. But also with our spirit and our body, I've learned over the years can actually help people manifest anything you want in your life. Living in the magic is one of those things. Linking whatever you want to believe, synchronicity, whatever. Magical things just happen to you that are awesome. And a lot of it has to do with bringing the body, the mind, and the spirit together in one vessel in the body. So I do have the ability to do that and ground in, I call it our spirit. Okay, Loren? So that's what I'll kind of be bringing that energy into whoever's open right now. And if everybody is not really open, because a lot of people might be on the call today and have to go back to work and maybe not is, you might have to leave right away. Just know, come back to the replay and you will receive it, okay? Because it's going to be in tune for everybody. So I could do that. I can just do a little bit of activation as a group process, and then we can jump into callers if you like.
Dawn, that sounds wonderful. I do want to share with you a couple of the group activation is so beautiful, especially with the chakras. I want to share, there's some reports coming in. People, there's a few shoulder issues, inflammation in the shoulders and some of the joints for some of our listeners. And let's see here. I'm going through this. I think that's good. Pain in neck and throat. In tumors growing behind the eyes, healing vision nerves. Okay.
Yeah.
And then breath.
Hopefully these people call in so I can work with them a little bit too.
Now, do they have to call in? Because this is coming in over our Q&A. Can we do it over?
What I can do? Yeah, I can do it over the webcast. Just as if they can at least mention where they're calling, their name and what city they're calling from.
Their name and their location. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you know who you are, Velma. Your name and well, I know she's in Nova Scotia. Okay. Good. All right. Well, then let's start with our group process. Beautiful.
Okay. Okay. So everybody, just in your best way, because we all have our own way of imagining white light. So whatever you believe is fine. I want you to imagine beautiful white light above your head, everybody. Well, I just make some sound doing a little activation on the crown chakra. I will be, I call it blowing off the cap layer off our crown chakras. That's actually where we hold a lot of energy above our crown chakra, and we do it. All of us have that. I just have the ability to clear that, so we can make our crown chakra clear and open to receive our divine guidance on a daily basis. So that's what we want. We want to be more open to receive. So I'll just go ahead and make a little activation for everybody here, and also clear some energy. And Loren, you might hear me make a loud pop noise. Please know when I'm making loud noises and I'm making weird noises, I'm actually moving energy as well, okay? Because my work's very different. So everybody, let's imagine white light above the crown chakra. Now I make some sound and just receive. I'm going to make a loud sound, blowing everybody's crown chakra energy off. There it goes. Okay, so now we're going to go down to our third eye, and we're going down to our feet because I'm going to bring source energy down with you as best as you can. If you don't feel anything, that's fine. It's still working. Everybody has their own way of feeling. So let's go down to our third eye, and just put your attention there, everybody. We're going to do a third eye activation right now with these sounds, so just receive. Beautiful. So now that we're in our third eye, everybody, let's go down to our throat chakra. A lot of people get clogged, or I see a lot of blockage in a lot of people in our throat chakras, and that's normal. Sometimes we just hold back our words of what we truly feel, and that's just because we're in human form. A lot of people do that. So let's go ahead and do a little activation and clearing on the third chakra, and imagine that happening now to your best of your ability. Okay, so we activated that. I'm going to bring a lot more energy in a minute. I'm just kind of activating that for everybody right now. So let's drop down, everybody, toward the middle of our heart chakra. This will be the next chakra activation. So just imagine ourselves in our heart chakra now with these sounds. Beautiful. So let's drop down to our third chakra, which is the middle of our belly button, everybody, just to your best of your ability. And I want to just do a little activation there. So it's, a lot of people get stagnated in that area. So with this sound, just receive. Beautiful. Let's go drop down to the second chakra, which is between your belly button and your pubic bone, and that's going to be the second chakra right down below that. Receive this. Activation now. So now we're going to go down to chakra 1, which is right by our pubic bone, everybody. And that's where our chakra of creativity is. So we're going to kind of get things moving there. Because a lot of people, I do find, get a lot of stagnation in that area. And I was that way for myself many years. So it's just very normal depending on your life circumstance. Mine happened to be trauma. I stored all my trauma in that area. So let's just get a little bit of movement for everybody in the first chakra. Chakra number 1 now. Okay, so now I want you to imagine this white stream of beautiful source light that's coming from your head all the way through your chakras. I want you to imagine it going all the way down your feet, and I want you to imagine it flowing all the way to your feet down to the beautiful center of Mother Earth, wherever you're at. And this is going to ground us with our souls in our bodies. So that's actually really important. Part of the work I do is really grounding our life force energy. So if you're not really good visually, don't worry about it. Just know what's happening and breathe a little bit and receive this now. And if you don't feel anything, Source knows that you have something, maybe you can't receive it all. It'll probably happen later when you're sleeping tonight. So you just feel from your heart what you need to do. Your soul will even guide you, but maybe to listen to the replay if it needs to happen. So let's receive that now. All the way down to your feet, center to the center of Mother Earth. Let's receive that. beautiful. So everybody, let's take a couple deep breaths and let that settle. And that'll just keep working as we go on with the call, and it will last for days, whatever it needs to last, days, weeks, whatever it may do. It's for everybody's highest good. So thank you so much, Loren, for allowing me to share a group process.
Well, that was very interesting. Okay, I had a little bit of pain, and it's gone. And that was just through the chakras.
Yeah, and I wasn't even trying to clear pain. So.
Right. So it's
I
a
do have people
byproduct.
who, I do have people come up to me and talk to me, and their pain does leave a lot. Again, I'm not in my ego saying this. It just happens. I'm just very surrendered, so I just want people to know it just happens all the time. I don't, it's just source. I'm just humbled to have this ability, so thank you for allowing me to share it right now.
Well, thank you for that beautiful transmission and experience of the sound, energy, voice healing. Okay, well, we have a whole lineup of listeners with their hands raised that would like to interact with you.
Great.
Would you like to do that now and just go for it then? Okay.
Yes, I'm excited. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Up first, I'm going to start with a few of our listeners on the Q&A.
Okay.
Jude in Hudson, Massachusetts says, knees, shoulders, lung cancer. Can you help with any of that?
Yeah, so Loren, do I have permission, do you think, to work on that person? Because I will connect with Jude from Hudson, Massachusetts, did you say?
Yes. So those who are writing in, please put yes, you have my permission.
Perfect,
or yes, Dawn has my permission. So Jude, I am going to say yes for you. So yes.
Okay, and then I appreciate it maybe if Jude could, like after I work on Jude, I'm going to take that to, that's a male. But
yes.
If Jude could maybe, after I work on Jude, maybe just get back on the webcast and see if they can feel any difference, okay?
Okay, Jude, so share with us, please, after this experience. Thanks.
Okay, so I'm going to put light around Jude and then just receive Jude, and right now, yeah, let's start the sound for Jude. I'm going to let that energy run for Jude. I'm going to get disconnect from Jude, but I want to mention one thing because I saw this. Jude, you have a lot of hereditary issues going on in your body. So if you do decide to buy my package today, that will help with the deeper levels, okay? So I just wanted to mention that, Loren, because I see that with Jude from Hudson, Massachusetts. So I disconnected, and hopefully we'll get some feedback.
Okay, all right. So I just want to mention, Jude, if you are interested in that, again, it's all in the special offer, and we do thank you for that offer. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, and we'll talk more about that because there's some recordings with encodements and everything. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna. There's people. Let's make a mention if anyone is resonating with any of these symptoms from other people that you're working on. Next, we have Leslie from Los Angeles, and she needs help with sinuses, ears, teeth, and gums.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know Amelia, she had dental surgery yesterday. So anyone with similar issues with sinuses, ears, teeth, and gums, we can really send the intention to connect with that energy, and that works. Yes?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And where was Leslie from, Loren?
Leslie is in Los Angeles.
Okay, does she, she's on the webcast, does she want me to connect with her?
Yes. Leslie, I'm giving Dawn permission. I know you just said yes. Yes.
Okay, and I appreciate any feedback if she can get back. So I'm going to send energy through her upper body, and she's got teeth issues. That's what I specialize in. So let's see what she feels with it. So I'll just kind of run a little energy and see if she can feel some relief. So let's put lighter on Leslie. My soul already knows where she's at, so we'll go ahead and begin that now. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect with Leslie, and we appreciate any feedback on that.
Okay, beautiful. Lots of, yes, okay. So Amelia in Long Beach, California, right. I hope you could tap into that for Leslie in Los Angeles. Okay, and Jude, if you want to share how you felt with that, and Leslie, you can share that as well. It's just amazing. There's a lot of people with teeth issues. And
you know, it's funny, I find on the calls, yeah, I find on the calls, Loren, that the universe will send a lot of the same people with the same issues. It's been funny lately. I've been noticing that.
Yeah, very interesting. So a lot of joint issues as well, knees, and things like that. Even chronic fatigue and memory.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
well,
brain.
That's what I specialize in. Yeah.
And the brain issues. Okay. Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, thank you. Let's see, dissolving hip and knee joints. So this is from Kathy in Medina.
Okay. Hip and knee joint?
And so anyone with joint issues, hook into this, connect into this.
Okay, and she's giving me permission, right? So I can work on her?
Yes, Kathy gives permission.
Okay, all right, let me connect with Kathy and see if she feels any shift. Okay, let's work on Kathy now. My soul already knows. Let's begin. And when I'm making a loud noise, all these callers have really heavy energy at their head, so when you hear me make a loud noise, that's me clearing energy on them, so I see it. There it goes.
Okay, hold on. Let's make sure we get Dawn back. I think that sounded like a microphone drop.
Hello?
There you are, got it.
Yeah, actually, it was a microphone drop, and I want to mention this is live call. I'm actually working on her, so I apologize for that. But let's get back to let's get back to it happens, you know, especially when I'm moving around. So let's get back to her knees, okay?
Yes.
We're good? Okay, perfect. She should be feeling a really good flow right now. I'm just going to finish it off here. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect with Kathy from Medina, and I appreciate any feedback.
Okay. All right. Well, I could literally feel that moving through my body. And as we wait for feedback from Kathy or anyone who you've connected with, and we do welcome your comments, so please send those along. I just want to say, we've had people on this program, and they are, they call it speaking in tongues or speaking light language.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you are, I mean, not to label or put anything on this, have you,
Yes.
and you've been doing this for many years, so have you thought about what this is? You say this is pure source.
Yes.
You have no
Yes, it is.
middleman. And
No,
it almost
no,
is
it's not.
it almost is like a light language.
Well, but really it's not. Just letting you know, it's my own soul's language. I'm very clear on my energy that I bring through me, that I'm not connected to any other beings. So it's definitely pure connection into source. So I'm very particular about that. So yeah, there's no light language or anything. It's just pure ground and source energy that comes through me. So that's my best definition of what I do.
Okay. You know, now we've got way too many Q&A coming in on our chat line. Almost 60 here. I'm going to do my best when you're speaking to kind of condense these common issues, focus on one person and everyone who's had that issue, that others can anchor in. And I do want to give you a moment to talk about your special offer, because what you do with these encodements is you specify towards issues that people are having, and that's what the MP3s are. So before we go to our phone line, do us a favor and speak about some of these recordings that you've got, and of course talk briefly about that personal session, the 30-minute.
Okay, just to, my work is pretty basic, so I make sound on all the MP3s. I think the Get Out of Pain program that we're presenting today has 10 modules, and they're all, there's some talking with me, and there's sound going through different areas of the body. So we're going into item 1, which is emotional pain, going into depression, clearing out different belief systems in this lifetime and past lives, and also I go back into past lives with inherited energy on all the modules. So that's number 1, and then number 2, and this is package A and B, by the way, is the same, and then I offer a 30-minute session on the package B, which I'll talk about in a minute. So item 2 is clearing back pain, all levels of that, and also that's past, present, and also past lives inherited, clearing surgeries, scar tissue, and all that. It helps, it peels off, I call it, just gets rid of the layers, whatever's happening in your situation. So these energies are in tune to whoever's listening to these MP3s. Also, number 3 is clearing abdominal pain, which is also the organs and everything. I want to mention I do clear that, and the digestive issues, inherited energy and all that, and belief systems that we pick up in the world, or somebody that we may be related to, or just belief systems in general that we have, past, present. And so we clear that. And I also want to mention number 4 is clearing the heart, which is very big. Heart walls are a big one with me too. So it's not just clearing the heart after surgery or anything. It's also these frequencies help clear the heart walls, and they're all in tune to whoever listens to it. Number 5 is clearing throat and lungs. Just happens to be a lot of areas. I was guided to do different areas of the body, even though you may not have a certain issue with listening to these in these areas of the body. I want to mention that all the MP3s are designed to listen to them anyway together, and it brings all systems of your body back into harmony, up to your body, up as far as it can, up to optimal healing, okay? So I want to mention you don't have to have a specific injury or anything going on just to listen to these. These actually benefit everybody. I have people who buy my programs, Loren, that just buy it for my sound, and it helps them on all levels. So I just want to let you know that's how intuitive this is. So number 6 is clearing the brain. Headaches is a big one. So any traumas, arteries, whatever's going on in the head, because I kind of find there's people with issues with that. So that's what I was guided to do. Number 7, clearing shoulder neck pain is huge. So just know that will be cleared, whatever's going on with you. Number 8 is clearing foot and ankle pain. Just that's a big one too. So just know it does help with clearing all kinds of issues with ankle spurs and all kinds of stuff like that. And also all my modules, I want to mention, do clear low vibration that's stuck in the body in certain areas, which is really a big thing too. So that covers that as well. Number 9 is clearing joints I did wrist, elbow, knees, because a lot of people have knee issues. A lot of people are working on the computers. They got the, the wrist and I call it the wrist pain and stuff. Yeah, so I just covered that. So just know it's going to cover the joints. That's what I designed number 9 for. And number 10 is just my big one, which is a lot of people here today has the teeth and gum pain and also jaw inflammation. It's going to go into blockages. It's going to go into low vibrational energy. If you picked it up, maybe someone doing the surgery on you if you had surgery. If not, also inherited ancestral energy and going past back to past lives. So there's a lot of stuff in these modules that are beyond the physical words because that's one thing I like about my sound, Loren, is I don't have to speak words in order to help people heal. That's why I do most of my sessions in 30 minutes because I don't bring in a lot of human language to what I do. So that's it. And then I think there's a bonus for package A and B that's just given to everybody. I think, is that my Discover Sound Healing CD? Or not P3, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, that'll be for everybody. And then also want to mention I really priced package B to be very reasonable. So anybody who's feeling in their heart that they'd like to go a little deeper with me or they have a deep chronic issue, something going on in the physical, and you really want to work with me, I discounted my rate on package B to be very close to package A. So they're not too far off compared to what I normally charge for my sessions. So just know it's a one-time deal. I'm just doing it one per person to buy the package to work with me in a session, and that we can go deeper into what's going on, and I'll see everything during our session. So that's a 30-minute session with me, which is like an eternity working with me because I work very efficient and very fast when I do one-on-one sessions. So that's included in package B, and that's pretty much it, Loren, on my package. But it's here for everybody.
Yeah, and thank you for that. Again, of course, that offer is on the special offer button on this webpage, and we invite our listeners to check it out. And we do thank you for making those personal sessions available. Are those recorded for people?
I want to mention it's a 50-50 thing. I'm not a big person on recording sessions, and the reason for it in my own way, but I'm happy to do it if someone wants it, is because I'm bringing people up to different vibrations. After I clear you and get rid of whatever's going on in your life, we take you up to a higher vibration. So sometimes I believe, and I've just thought over the years of working with people, it kind of takes people back into where they were before we got on the call. And my energy is all about getting people to move forward and accelerate your path, right, into a different frequency. So that's what I'm doing on my healing session. So that's why for me, I just prefer to work in the moment and get you up to a higher level and not clear whatever's going on with you and not really look back at it, right? It's already gone. So that's kind of the work I do. So I just want to mention, because I know people want to dwell on the session, but I'm also saying, well, you started here and you're not even the same person when we got done with our session. So why do you want to take your energy back into the frequency that you were before?
Yeah.
You're not there anymore. So that's why I'm not really a big person on recording. That's just me. But if they really want it, I can do it.
Okay. All right, good. Well, thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah.
And the work that you really do does work on that quantum level. So, yeah, and it's like we won't fit into that old energy. It won't feel right when we go back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well,
I just don't like to bring people into it, so definitely.
Okay. Okay, let's go to our phone line now. There's more people than we can get to, but we can get to a few people here. What's the best way for people to ask you a question? You're open to anything goes, right?
Yep. I know we're on the theme of getting out of pain today, but, I'm open to anything.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let's go to Velma. Velma in Nova Scotia.
Hi.
Velma. Hi.
Hello. Thank you very much for choosing me. Over the last couple of years, I've been working on my spiritual side, like meditation, etc. And I thought I was doing really well, but over the last 4 or 5 months, I developed breast cancer. I had surgery for it. And is there some kind of reading or healing? I mean, it just threw me away. I thought I was doing so good, and then this developed.
Mm-hmm. Can I comment on that?
Yes, please.
Okay, Selma, do I have permission to connect with you on this? Because I'm actually getting an answer for you already. So you have some ancestral inherited stuff going on there. Are you aware of that?
No.
Well, you do. So if you decide to do the package or not, that's fine. But do you want me to do a little energy work on you right now? To
Yeah.
see if I can kind of help you out? Okay, so let's just hold light above your head and imagine light in the best way possible. And I'm just going to move some energy in because I see a lot of, do you feel like your energy is kind of stagnated? It's kind of like I don't see a lot of flow in you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay, so let's hold light and just receive. I want you to imagine everything leading into that light from your feet all the way to your head that's not serving you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's begin now. Let it go in the light. Do you feel your neck and your shoulders starting to loosen a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, keep breathing. Keep breathing. You should feel some flow going through your body right now. Are you aware of that?
I'm in my spine.
Oh, in your spine, yeah. I'm actually moving energy through your back. You should be loosening up all over. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, keep breathing. I want you to feel your feet. I'm going to ground your soul into your body so it can help you heal. Do you feel a little bit more solid on planet Earth right now? Yeah, keep breathing. Okay, so I'm going to let that energy continue. How are you feeling right now since we started? I've only worked on you a few minutes.
I feel pretty loose, and I
Yeah.
feel like it's still energy going up through my spine and the top of my head.
Yeah. Feel your head right now. I wish you had a mirror there. I joke in my calls, Loren, everybody gets a free mini facial today. So if anyone's on the call and they want to look at their face after I work with them, since I do a crown chakra activation, it really gives everybody a very vibrant look after you have a facial, just upbeat, alive. So if you get a chance later, we go ahead and look in your face in the mirror. It's called the bonus today, a free mini facial. But I want to mention, Thelma, this energy will continue for as long as it needs to go. You do have some deep stuff, so if you do feel to work with me in the future, I would love to go and address these deeper issues that are going on with you. But this energy is continuing, and your back is totally loosened up. I don't know if you're aware of that. So you were very tight.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can feel even. Yeah, and feel your feet right now. You're like solid. Yes. You're solid. Yes. You're here and now. You're in your body. That's where you want to be. So I want to disconnect my energy with you, Thelma, and I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to work on you for a few moments today and share my gift. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to Dawn and Loren.
Thank you, Velma.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, what goes on? What do you see? What's that like when you connect in with someone and you see something? You see the blockages.
My soul just guides me what I need to do. I'm not really thinking. So that's why so much, if you notice that I'd only worked on her 2 minutes and I moved a ton of energy. So it's so beyond the mind what I'm doing. So a lot of times I'm on my calls, I will forget the person I'm even talking to. So I'm letting you know, I'm just like not on this earth plane when I'm doing this, even though I'm here. I'm in the moment, I'm just doing what my soul's guiding me to do. So I don't really have anything thinking. I just know what I got to do. I just see it and I just go for it, And that's what I'm also listening to her spirit, what it's needing too. So it's kind of neat. I don't get it in the physical language. So I'm just kind of, in my own way, Loren, just kind of guided, okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we hear that.
So beyond the human language, I just kind of go with it, And then as you see, everybody's just kind of ready for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working with them.
Yes, you're really assisting the soul to embody, and you're clearing all the blockages that keep us from that. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's go up to Waterbury, Connecticut, and this is, I believe, Anne is on the line. Hello.
Oh, hello, Loren.
Hi.
And hello.
Hi.
Hello, Dawn.
Aloha.
I'm getting all kinds of sensations from the other healings you're doing. Right now I have
Perfect.
cold air circulating around my feet. I was going to ask you more about an emotional thing, but I may be getting that from the other healers. Like maybe blockages to romantic or love relationships, or, you know,
Yeah.
communication, hearing from people.
Yeah, Ann, can I connect with you? Because I'd like to look.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, have you had some trauma growing up?
Yes, I would say.
Yeah, I kind of see that. Well, that's blocking you a little bit there. That's something that you can work on either with me or the package if you decide. But you have a blockage in your lower chakras, and definitely I could, if you decide, I don't know, I could do a little bit today on opening your heart chakra, because it's you're very good as far as giving love, but I don't feel you feel it at all. You're kind of shut down.
Okay.
Are you aware of that?
No.
Yeah. Well, I'll do some activation. You'll see what I'm talking about if you allow me to do some energy work on you. And you said you're feeling a little bit blocked in your lower body, right? Your legs are...
Well, yes, circulation. I have issue in my fingers and my toes. Yes.
Oh, well, let's work on it. Okay, so you ready to do some energy work? Will you allow me to work on you?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let's hold light above your head, Ann, to the best of your ability. Imagine everything going from your feet all the way to your head, everything that's leaving you that's not serving your highest good now, and receive these sounds. There it goes. Feel something going on in your heart chakra right now?
Yeah.
Okay, keep breathing. I'm getting some circulation going down to your lower body because it's blocked. Keep breathing. Feel something going on in your lower body right now, feet and legs?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let it go. I'm helping you. Should be feeling a pretty good flow right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shoulders and your neck have just totally loosened up. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, the throat. So.
I'm going to help your throat right now. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I just cleared it. Keep breathing in the light. Feel some good flow going through your feet now, because you really had nothing going on there before.
That's right.
I know. Feel it now. What?
I feel like cold air circulating around it.
Yeah, I just moved it. I'm out of breath right now. So I'm letting you know I moved a ton. When I'm out of breath over here, I just moved a ton of energy on you. So, and this energy is going to continue. So please drink extra water today, because your body's going to be naturally detoxifying. But if you have a mirror, I want you to look at your face. You have a mini facial. A lot of people who get done work with me on the calls, I mean, I just worked on you, 2 minutes and moved a ton of energy.
Okay.
A lot of people have like a smile on their face after I get done, and that's really your soul and your body. So it's kind of humbling. I had one lady, she said, I didn't feel anything. And then she said, I have this big smile on my face. And I said, well, what do you think that is? And she goes, what? I said, that's your spirit in your body. Very happy right now. So, take a look at your face. It's a free mini facial that you get out of today's session as well. So I'm going to disconnect with you, Ann, but this energy is going to continue. So please enjoy it, okay? And just know it's a gift from Source.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for allowing me to share my gift. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Wow. I know I'm not the only one buzzing from that. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, I mean, we're feeling that energy. So let's do as many callers as we can before we wrap up our time here, because I know since you run this through your body, there is a limit for you to do this, right?
Well, I don't have a group of, I don't want to say, I'm just saying I don't have helpers, so I'm pretty much doing the work, me and my spirit. So it's, It's a little differently. It's work for sure. So I just want people to know that I do this with a good heart, what I do. So thank you for allowing me to share my gift today.
Well, beautiful, and it comes through so lovely. Okay, so let's go to Millbury, Massachusetts. We're going to go to Marla. Hi, Marla.
Oh, thank you, Loren. Hi, how are you?
Good, hi.
So fascinated with this work, and thank you for choosing me. I have been buzzing and flipping all over the place.
Wow.
And every time that she will ask somebody to say permission, I'll say yes, and I've just had all kinds of stuff throughout my whole body.
Yeah.
It's just been wild.
Isn't it amazing
yeah.
I want to mention, when it's source energy, this is really the key. When you really know it's source energy running, it's actually it created you, it created me, it created this whole planet. It knows everybody on this call right now how to work with you, and it's so beyond the physical mind. That's when you really know it's source, okay?
Wonderful.
I just want you to know that.
Wonderful work. I love it.
Thank you. Well, Marla, what's going on?
Left shoulder, right SI joint, and at night, a lot of cramps in my feet, almost up my leg.
Yeah, you got a lot of, can I connect with you on an energetic level, Marla?
Absolutely, yes. I get
Okay.
permission.
Well, I just see a lot of blockage. You have a lot of blockage, and it happens to everybody. So it's called circulation, whatever you want to call it. So let me do some magic, and then if you feel to work with me, I can help you leave it a little bit more if it's chronic. But
I will.
Let's go ahead and do some energy work, and then your job is, because I work with everybody, I call myself an assistant to source. So your job, Marla, is to hold light above your head and just imagine everything going from your feet all the way to your head into that beautiful light that's not your highest good. Okay? And we'll let source sort that out for you. Okay? Let's begin. Breathe and receive. You want to make a loud sound. You have some energy at your head. Keep breathing. Are you kind of aware of something kind of starts slow through your feet? Are you aware of that?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are you aware of some energy starting to flow from your feet all through your body?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, keep breathing, keep breathing. You should feel a little tingling in your feet right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, keep breathing. You've got a lot of energy flowing. I'm going to be out of breath here in a minute, so just keep breathing. Keep breathing now, moving energy.
Oh, yeah.
And your neck and your shoulders are loosening up, too. Are you feeling that? Getting lighter on top? Yeah, this is the most energy you've had it for a while, so just keep enjoying it. It's source working. Are you okay?
Goosebumps all over.
Oh, that's good. You know what? That's energy moving, so that's perfect. That's good. Goose pimples is good. So just just keep breathing. I'm just getting things flowing good for you. Is your back loosening up too?
Yes, the lower back.
Yeah, I just moved it. Yeah, you had a lot of energy there. So I'm doing a lot of work. What, 2 minutes?
You really are.
I worked on you 2 minutes and moved a ton of energy because I'm out of breath. Hold on. So we're going to let that energy continue, Marla, and I'm going to disconnect with you. So I want to mention,
wonderful.
I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath
Oh,
right now.
you're great at what you do. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Thank
I mean,
you
like I know,
so much.
no, but I want to mention this is a gift from Source, and of course myself. But just know that it's going to continue. So be a little gentle if you feel like some people get a little, right now you feel pretty energized, but some people if they're moving to
my
really
hands
heavy
are
stuff,
tingling. My whole body's tingling.
yeah. So just know that's good. Did it get a little better in the hands right now? I just kind of got it smoother for you.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Sometimes we just need a little help. So I'm going to disconnect Marla. Thank you. And just drink some extra water.
So much.
And thanks for letting me share you and help you out today.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Much love and aloha.
God bless. Yes. Yay.
Okay, thank you, Marla. Okay, Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well, this has been really wonderful. There are so many people writing in on the Q&A, and so I'm just going to ask you, yes, you can work with neck pain for 6 or more years, right? Constant pain, you can work with that?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course, that's my specialty.
Okay, and so people who, like someone who can't walk, hips specifically, you can deal with that, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I can deal with it, but maybe not in a 2-minute session because I don't know where that's coming from. It could be ancestral, you know, and it depends on how long they were not mobile. So I want to mention source works with me, but I am realistic what I do. So I don't, you know, I let people know sometimes I do need to work with you a little bit longer on that. But do I work on it? Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I know just from being in the energetics of this call today, we're getting reports of people feeling better and the energy is moving, vibrations through our body, heat for some people, cool air for others. And so others, like Kathy in Medina says, thank you. I'm feeling an ease moving through me, and she particularly responds to toning, but she doesn't know why. And again, this is where it goes quantum. We don't need to know why.
I don't label it. I don't label what I do, for sure.
Right.
I don't put a label on it.
No. Simply feeling it is all the validation that we need. It is pretty spectacular on that way. Okay, so people who have issues with their jaw and dental work, yes, chronic fatigue and all of that, check out the MP3s that are encoded with the energies for that. That may help you. And again, if it resonates with you, please consider a personal 30-minute session with Dawn. All right, let's do, I think we have time for at least 2 more callers.
Yeah,
so,
let's do it.
Let's go to Fort Collins, and this is Barbara. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Loren. Oh, and Dawn. Oh, I feel it also. Just
thank you.
Tremendous tingling and energies and everything. Yes.
Well,
yes.
What can we do for you?
Yes, I have a lot of those other things, but I've been feeling relief. The 2 things that are coming to me is I've had problem with insomnia.
Oh, yes.
And also it is an emotional thing, and I think it has to do with these high energies and whatever, but it's almost like I'm kind of stuck in this anxious space, like I'm waiting for something to happen, and I'm kind of just like holding back, if you can get a sense of that.
Yeah, it's our little inner child. Can I connect with you, Barbara, on an energetic level?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, and you're right. I've actually know right away when you got on the phone you're an empath, so you're very sensitive to begin with. And I agree. There's so many people right now becoming more and more empaths. So we're feeling these vibrations, yes, coming to this planet. It's been unbelievable. I've been feeling it myself, especially this last week with the moon. So, but for you, I do feel that there's a part of your being, because it's our and there's nothing negative here. I'm just saying I have an inner child too that just wants to see results that, we kind of want to see it right away. And I know how the universe unfolds and how my life has gone. It's been in the moment, even though part of me wants to get answers right now. But you do have some unconscious stuff going on, and I do feel yours is more past life. I don't feel a lot of trauma with you in childhood. Is that true?
Not too much.
Yeah, just a little, but I'm letting you know, I can help you a little bit with sound right now today, but I don't know how much I can do in 2 minutes. So if you feel to buy my package, I know I can help you even with the session. But let's just kind of work with you and see what you feel in your heart, okay?
Yes, it's in my heart. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so let's hold. Do you allow me to work on you right now for a few moments, Barbara?
Oh, I would absolutely appreciate it.
Okay, so hold light above your head. Imagine everything going into that light that's not serving you from your feet to your head now, and receive these sounds. See a little something going on in the heart chakra right now? Doing a little activation for you.
Yes.
And I mentioned you're actually like a flower that wants to start blossoming. So the activations I'm doing on you right now is a crown chakra, third eye activation that your soul is asking for. So it'll be interesting to hear some feedback from you within the next few weeks ahead. But you're going to feel some immediate release as far as your energy is a little choppy, so I'm going to bring flow to you, and you should feel a lot more calmer, and then you're going to get a free mini facial out of the whole thing. So that's your bonus. So let's receive.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's the bonus. Do you feel some energy flowing through you right now?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and it's calming you. Do you notice you're starting to breathe a little deeper? Feel your heart chakra right now. Kind of a little bit more expansion, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm going to kind of do a little bit different today. I'm going to bring every age of you from birth to your soul and your heart chakra right now, just to kind of really bring in some peace. So you should be sleeping really good with this. So let me do that now.
Yes.
Receive these frequencies. You might start crying. It's fine. A lot of people do cry when I do this. This is source bringing you back home.
Oh.
Keep breathing. So I want you to take a couple deep breaths and let me know how you're feeling right now, Barbara.
I feel like a lot of the buildup of energies of the planet, you know, and just sadness or anxiety and swirling just got released.
Yeah.
And it's like I just felt like, as you said, I was a flower wanting to blossom. It's like my root, my stem, just went back in the earth.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
you're solid.
it stabilized me to just be feeling that energy from source down through my roots. Oh, that was so amazing, Dawn.
Well, thank you. That's my true gift. And actually, I just centered every part of your being into your heart chakra, your inner child. So you should sleep like a baby tonight. And then, like I said, the energy is going to continue beyond this few minutes I worked with you today. So just be a little easier on yourself and drink some water, because your body naturally detoxifies after these high frequencies. Okay. But I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to share my gift with you today, Barbara.
It's such a gift to us all and to me. Thank you so much, Dawn.
Oh, well, bless you, and thank you so much for allowing me. And I'm going to disconnect with you, but have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And thank you, Loren.
Thank you, Barbara. Thanks for witnessing this with us. And I know we're all going to sleep really well tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, I know that you've been running this energy, and so we're just going to take one more caller at the moment. We're going to go to Oakland, California, and this is Patricia. Hi, Patricia.
I have rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune disease, swollen knee and hands, but anything that comes to you, I think it's...
I can barely hear her.
Yes, we have some interference on our phone line.
Can you hear me now?
Say it again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, say it
Hello?
again, please. Say it again, please.
Hi, this is Patricia.
Hi.
Hi. I have rheumatoid arthritis and autoimmune disease, so I have like a swollen knee and hand. But anything that comes to mind for you that would be helpful, I'd be extremely grateful for.
Well, are you open to some energy work right now, just for a few minutes to feel my work, Patricia?
Okay.
This is Dawn Crystal. Okay. Yeah, you've had this going on for a while. Yours is ancestral, inherited. I don't know if you're aware of that. So if you do buy my package, that will help with that, because that's actually, yours is pretty deep-rooted. Are you aware of that?
Yes, my mother has it and other people in her family.
Exactly. So it's ancestral. So my package can help with that if you decide. But let me do some energy work on you if you like. I'll bring to you whatever your soul's asking, but hold light above your head, Patricia. Imagine everything from your feet going to your head, into your head right now that's not serving you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. That's the energy there in your head. Keep breathing. You should be feeling some release in your hands, are you?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel your body loosening up at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, in your neck and shoulders.
My body's shaking a lot.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm helping you right now. You got to smooth that out. You haven't had that much energy going through you in a while, so hold on, just keep breathing.
Okay.
Just keep breathing. It's source energy. How's that feeling? Kind of smoothing out right now?
Yes, because before I was shaking a lot, and now I can feel smoother.
Yeah, okay, keep breathing just a little bit more. Feel your hands. Are your hands feeling better?
Yeah, they're feeling tingly and lighter.
Yeah. I don't know how much I can do in 2 minutes, but I'm definitely helping you a lot more from where we started, right?
Yes.
Feel your feet. Your feet feeling pretty solid?
Yeah, they're feeling warm, hot.
Yeah, that's your life force energy. Very good. So take a couple deep breaths. Patricia, and tell me how you're feeling since we begun our energy session, just a couple of minutes of me working on you. How do you feel right now?
I just feel so much more relaxed.
Yeah, and you can feel like you're not as tight. Your whole body is loosened up, and your neck and shoulders that were so tight, can you feel like you're kind of loosened up?
I do. I feel like they're loosened and dropping.
Yeah.
You know, like they were raised and bent.
And I did a crown chakra activation and third eye activation, so you're going to be looking very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed after this call. So look at yourself in the mirror. You get a bonus mini facial from the call, okay?
Thank you so much, both of you, so much.
Well, you're welcome, Patricia, and I appreciate you allowing me to share my gift with you today. And be easy on yourself and just drink a little extra water today. That's pretty much all I'm getting for you, okay? And I'm going to disconnect with you. I'm energetic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, well, we all have a mini facial, and I know personally I felt some heat with that last one. And any little area of pain that I had when I started this call is absolutely gone, and that's great. Beautiful. Thank you so much for that. We really feel this, and it's just exquisite. So thank you. Well, this is when we close our circle here, because you have been moving this energy through your body, helping us anchor into our soul, embody our soul even so much better. And we thank you. So as we say goodbye, would you like to close our circle with any last activation or sound energy?
Yeah, I'll do a final sound of integration, okay?
Perfect.
Okay?
Perfect.
Let's do a few minutes of sound. This is our sound of integration, so everybody receive. Beautiful. So everybody take a deep breath, and that's just a final integration sound to ground in this session for everybody on the call and also the replay, okay?
Beautiful. And this will continue to be with us. About how long? Will it be the next 12 hours or
well, we never
24?
know.
We never know.
Days, weeks, months, who knows? It's just, that's the magic of Source. So I don't really know.
Well, thank you for this divine alignment with pure Source energy and this embodiment of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dawn Crystal, for this quantum conversation.
Much love to you. Aloha, Lauren, and to everybody on the call. I am so humbled and grateful. Thank you so much.
Aloha. Thank
Aloha.
you, thank you, thank you. Mahalo.
Okay. Aloha.
Beautiful. Again, if you are interested in feeling the energetics of the work of Dawn Crystal, check out her special offer, which even includes a personal session. Well, now... Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this program, please share it with your friends and loved ones. And we thank you for shining your magnificent light and adding it to the world. This is when we love ourselves like no one else can. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.